What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here. So I know I'm a little bit late on one of these topics, and that is just mainly because I wanted to save it for a video on the countdown series that I'm doing, but there honestly isn't enough to make it its own video like by itself. So I'm not going to just talk 10 minutes on a topic that I can cover in 50 seconds, like 15 seconds, well 50 seconds of like a topic, and then the rest is pretty much like 9 minutes of me talking about nonsense. And I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers, but the World Ends With You characters will not be returning. Now, this was in a private campaign event for the World Ends With You final remix, and Nomura was asked questions, and one of the questions was, since in the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the World Ends With You characters showed up, are there any plans for them to appear in Kingdom Hearts 3? And Nomura just flat out said they will not be in it, gave him the flat out no. And I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, I didn't think they were going to make it in the first place. I mean, they worked great for Dream Drop Distance, but that's where I thought the story was going to end. I thought that's what they were going to be done with. Like, even though Sora did make a promise that he'd see them again. And I realized that Sora did make a promise that he would see them all again, but that could be all in a future Kingdom Hearts title, because I don't think it would have worked in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well as it did in Dream Drop Distance. But that's just my opinion. I do realize that there's a whole bunch of people that did think they were going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3 and was sad that they've been pretty much confirmed that they're not going to be in it, and I realize that that sucks, because a lot of people were thinking that they were going to appear maybe in San Francisco or even in their own world, but no, that's sadly not the case. But now, as for the real news and the big news that I was actually really excited to read, but most of the Big Hero 6 voice actors are reprising their roles. Now, Wasabi is the only exception. He's kind of in a weird spot because his voice actor for Kingdom Hearts 3 is Kari Payton, which was from the TV show. It was like some little cartoon looking thing. I didn't really watch it. I only watched the film. I didn't watch the little spin-off cartoon that they made, but he was the voice actor for Wasabi in that little animation thing that they did. But I'm fine with it, but I kind of still would have rather have Damon Wayans from the film, but it's okay. But I'm fine with it because I'm a big fan of Kari Payton. I loved him as Cyborg on Teen Titans. I also liked him as King Ezekiel in The Walking Dead, so I mean, you really can't go wrong. But as you can see, all of the ones that we've loved from the movie will be reprising their roles, but a lot of people were like, wait, what about Fred? Because he was the only one that wasn't listed on this tweet, and it just so happens that a good friend of mine that goes by the name of Hawk and Hawk was having a discussion about TJ Miller and the voice actor for Fred in the film, and you know, about how he probably wouldn't be returning to voice him in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it just so happens that TJ Miller seen this tweet and responded, and he says, I am in the video game, never underestimate my voice, it is everywhere. Which, let me just say that is really cool. I'm glad that he'll be voicing Fred, mainly because TJ Miller has a very distinct voice and a cool voice. I don't really think anyone can really do a good voice impression of him, so it wouldn't have been the same having someone else do the voice of Fred, so it's nice to see him come back, along with all the others that are coming back and reprising their roles. And it just goes to show how awesome Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be. They pretty much got either very good impressionists for the job, or they got the original voice actors to come back and reprise their roles. And I mean, that's just awesome, but at the same time, it's the one thing that scares me. And it's going to sound weird that scares me, but here's why. Allison Stoner is going to be the voice actor for Kairi. And, you know, we've had Hayden all these years, and it's kind of now in a weird spot because they have all these big names reprising their roles, but they couldn't get Hayden back. Like, I still don't get the situation. It's probably a, you know, in the business situation. Like, maybe she was doing another show, didn't have time to do it, because I think she's on the show like called Nashville, never watched it, don't really care about it, but you know, maybe she was busy, maybe she didn't care about it. But the thing is that's weird is that someone has asked her in the past whether or not she'd be reprising her role as Kairi, and she responded that they did not contact her, which is crazy. Like, did they just not want her to reprise her role? Did they not want to pay her? But then that just kind of gets thrown out the window because of all these people that are reprising their roles. And the thing that scares me is there's just going to be such a high bar that's going to be set for Kairi, and Allison Stoner is going to have to try to fill it. And the thing is, this is the final game of the Xehanort Saga, so you know, well, at least hopefully Kairi has a big part in this game. Do not, please, Square or Nomura, whoever, just do not let Kairi be useless. Like, please don't let her be useless. Like, at the end of the game, you're just like, Kairi, you did nothing. You just sat on the bench all game. Like, goodness sakes. But I honestly do think that she'll have a big part, which is the kind of thing that scares me, is because Allison Stoner is going to have those big shoes to fill, no pun intended. But I just don't want people to, you know, get mad later on when the game actually comes out and says, man, Hayden would have been better, all this and that. And I mean, I don't know the situation on why they couldn't get Hayden back, but we just got to enjoy what we're getting. And Allison Stoner she's done a great job for Kyrie, in my opinion. You know, she voiced Shion, and I mean, it's just, I'm fine with it. But that's the only thing that scares me, is because I'm not taking no slander for this game. This game could completely tank. Best believe I'm gonna try to defend it, just because I'm not waiting this long for a game and gonna get, you know, have shit on. So that ain't gonna happen. So if I see any slander, you know, if someone's saying like, man, Hayden Panettiere would have did better, you know, like, I'm not gonna take that. Even though it could be true, who knows? But I mean, hey, we'll never know. Well, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of all this information. Are you sad that the world ends with you characters will not be returning? Are you happy about everyone reprising their roles in Big Hero 6? Like, what are you most happy about? Just let me know your thoughts down below. But if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.